Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aries, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings, so not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that's just fine. Don't forget to always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Devil card, Los Diablos. One of the things that you need to know about this card, right? This week, if you come up against any challenges, and this isn't to say like, oh, you know, everything that happens is your fault. It's not about that. What I'm saying is this week, if you find that there are challenges that arise or there are things that you feel are insurmountable, the Devil card is basically saying you are creating this in some way, shape or form. It's like you're creating a rod for your own back this week. I want you to be really conscious about what you do, about what you say, and more importantly, how you interact with people. All right, this is a week where maybe clinging to an old idea, maybe something that you refuse to put down or refuse to let go of is going to get the better of you, and you can avoid that hassle or that challenge if you're willing to do that work. So your foundation card is the Ace of Pentacles. This is actually really nice, right? So the Ace of Pentacles does suggest that finances, money, resources, all of those things are very much to the forefront of your mind this week. The fact that you have the Ace of Pentacles means that you actually have some potential for new beginnings, fresh starts and all of that, which is really great. But with the Devil card here, you're being told that whatever has got you this far is not going to take you any further. You have to change your mind. You have to change your thought process. You have to change the energy that you come to something with, right? All of the things that have brought you thus far will not take you any further. And if you cling to those rigid or outdated ideas, beliefs, modes of action, you're not going to make the sustainable growth that you would actually really like to see. All right, so if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you, and if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the comments. It would be lovely to interact with you. So let's get into your week ahead for your actions and actions and options for the week ahead. You have the Knight of Cups, right? This is great. So one of the things that I love about Aries, when you guys do something, you commit to it full force. You don't hold back who you are. What you see is what you get. You're like unadulterated, pure energy, which is beautiful. However, sometimes that level of honesty is not necessarily what you will get, and more importantly, it may not necessarily be what a certain situation calls for. And that's what you're being told with this Knight of Cups. Yes, it's offers and opportunities, absolutely, but the fact that you have this as your options and interaction, your actions and options, and you've got that Devil card, this really is, it's like a triple message now, right? Whatever you've done or the way that you've done it up until now has worked. You're going to have to do something different going forward in order to continue to succeed. When it comes to your communications and conversations, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. So this is all about your work. Literally. So when it comes to your work, when it comes to making money, when it comes to your finances, your resources, this week you have to be very, very conscious of the way that you show up in your actions, right? And when it specifically comes to your communications, this week, it does look like whatever the challenges are highlighting to you where the gaps in your knowledge or maybe your approach to things actually is. What I love about the fact that you have that Eight of Pentacles here means that you are actually doing something about it. You're not being ignorant. You're not even being arrogant, right? This is you saying, okay, you know what? This is not going to work for whatever this is that's coming in or coming up. Now, when it comes to those of you that work for somebody else this week, it looks like you're going to try to put yourself through the ringer. It may even be that you are in a situation with work where you feel like unable to talk about, you know, maybe I can't make it today. today, or I've got a situation going on at home. This week I would advise against powering through, right? It looks like you're going to be in that space where it's like, no, I can do it, I can handle it because I'm a tough Aries. And 90% of the time you are that. This is going to be one of those 10% times where maybe seeking help, asking for assistance, or just saying I can't do it is really going to be the best way forward for you. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, something about your systems this week needs to be revised or needs to be looked at. And I think this is where the shortfall is going to come up for you. And you might realize, maybe in hindsight, it's a gaping hole, but it's like, it's worked up until now. I've managed to get by, I've managed to make things happen. But this week you could be seeing, you know what, I could make some real progress if I change this approach, or I change this part of my system or my entire system. You know, like there's a big realization when it comes to the work this week. And then finally, for those of you that are retired, this is about you looking at the skills that you have and acknowledging where they need to be brushed up. With that devil card in tow, there's a workaholic tendency for all Aries this week. But if you are retired, it's almost like you refuse to allow yourself to rest, and you need to look at where that's coming from. For your love and relations, you've got the Two of Pentacles, right? And this is right underneath the Knight of Cups. So when it comes to your money, when it comes to your relationships this week, the first question that you probably want to ask yourself, so for those of you that are partnered, married, in long-term commitments, the first thing that you want to ask yourself is, why do you feel the need to overextend? There's overcompensation going on here, and the fact that you've got the devil card there, I almost get the feeling that there's like, whatever you're doing, you're overcompensating. This is either coming from a place of guilt or from a place of, and when I say ignorance, I don't mean like you being ignorant. I'm like coming from a place where there's something that you don't want to see. You know, like it's there on the tip of your consciousness, but it's almost like you're refusing to see it, right? So you got to get conscious about that. And then when it comes to the Two of Pentacles and the 8 here, one of the things that I will say is you and the partner have to get a handle on the resources this week. Where is it that you are unnecessarily bleeding money or wasting money? I think it's going to become very evident to you this week. For those of you that are single, this Two of Pentacles with everything else here, it kind of feels to me like there's somebody that is in the mix. And with that Knight of Cups over the Two of Pentacles, it's kind of like, and now there's somebody else. And it's like, I don't know how to choose. I don't even know if I want to choose. That, of course, is completely up to you, but it does look like there are options this week. For your money and materials, you have the Three of Wands. So this is great, right? There is growth, there is expansion here. You've got this right underneath the Eight of Pentacles, which in a lot of ways does suggest some of your ideas this week can be absolutely brilliant. I mean, the Three of Wands for money sometimes suggests windfalls. With that Eight of Pentacles, there might be a lot more work attached to this than you're currently seeing, or it may be that you have to work harder for this cash boost. So it's not money that's, you know, even though you've got the Three of Wands there, that's a boost to the finances, but because it's tempered by the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil card, I almost get this sense that whatever the money is that's coming in, you're having to either work for it or you're having to do more for it. It's not just going to fall in your lap. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Three of Wands is literally going to be the parts of the body that you rule. So this is your face, it's going to be your noggin, your head. This week, look after these aspects of self. I mean, with these cards, I would say maybe go and get a facial, as long as it's not going to, you know, break the bank or whatever. But yeah, look after that, and also the upper part of your jaw. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, the Three of Wands, especially with that Devil card as the key to the week, there's a restlessness here. There is, like this week, if you don't feel settled at home, it looks like a lot of you are starting to realize that maybe the environment that you're in is not conducive to what it is that you're truly trying to create for your life moving forward. All in all, I don't think it will be a bad week. I think it will be a very interesting one, and I think there'll be a lot of personal realizations. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.